It was frightening. It was scary, but I also knew I had to just stay there because it was basically a reaction to anti-malarial pills. I take these anti-malarial pills, and I had a very bad reaction to those. So I just knew that I just had to stay there and put up with being in there until somebody said you're allowed to go. If I tried to walk out of the main gates, I probably would have been sectioned or something, and then it becomes much more difficult. So. I was happy to write about that because it's sort of I've not spoken about it much in the past, apart from to friends or anything, but I've never mentioned it in interviews much. But here was a chance to sort of lay it out and say this is how it happened. And I think, funny
You've spoken about it on stage, though.
Yes, I did a little bit on stage a couple of years ago, but I didn't sort of go into the level that I have here. And I think it's, in a way, it's probably my, although it seems a bit strange, it's probably my favourite part of the book, actually. I'm pleased with how that bit turned out, even though it was horrendous. But I suppose the emotion, the experience of it was such a sort of impactful thing. You can't help but write about it vividly.
Well, your memories are so vivid. It's almost like a minute-by-minute account.
Well, it's when something like that happens to you, it's all completely new and different and scary. I mean, things happen like, as I say, this was about 25 years ago, so people didn't have mobile phones then. I was in the hospital. There was a public phone in the corridor of the ward, and I kept looking at this public phone, thinking I wanted to phone a couple of people. Then I started thinking, oh no, the phones are going to be bugged and they're going to be listening. But after about another 20 minutes, I think to myself, no, nobody's bugging the phone. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. And I approach the phone, and another patient of the ward comes up to me and says, "Don't touch that phone. It's bugged." So you immediately go, right, it's bugged again. So that's also sort of the crazy funny thing about being in a psychiatric hospital, is that everybody is easily influenced by everybody else. So if a patient comes in and they've got a fear of chimneys, within 2 days, everybody's suddenly frightened of chimneys because it just passes around the group. In a way, it's a very difficult place to get well, because there are so many other people, and particularly when I went in there, I just started appearing on Whose Line Is It Anyway, so I was sort of semi-famous, quarter-famous, and there I was on television on a Friday night, and then, much to the astonishment of fellow patients in the hospital, there I was queuing up for breakfast the following morning. And one guy, I remember him absolutely vividly to this day, about 19 years old, standing next to me in the queue, this young lad, he suddenly saw me and really started shaking, and he said, are you Paul Merton? And in psychiatric hospitals, there are often people there who think that the people on television are talking to them directly. So here I was from the television talking to him, and I could see he was sort of like, I mean, I could have said anything to him. I could have said, I've come out of television, I know everything about you. I just said, no, I'm just here privately, quietly, not many people know I'm here, just keep it a secret. And by giving him a sort of a secret to share, it sort of quietened him down, and he was happy. But actually, there was a bit of a responsibility, because you don't normally expect, the person on the telly to be standing next to you in the morning.